Today we have discussed about case study 2, disease symptoms and treatment. Here disease symptoms and treatment dataset we have discussed. Introduction sets context for a dataset focused on disease symptoms and treatment. It emphasizes the data set's importance for medical research, diagnosis, and treatment by providing structured information that can be utilized by various professionals into healthcare and research field. Dataset overview. Disease. Detailed descriptions of various diseases are included in dataset. Symptoms. A comprehensive list of symptoms associated with each disease is provided. Severity levels. Classification of symptom severity for each disease is documented. Treatments. Recommended treatments based on medical guidelines and expert knowledge are listed. Then objectives are the state objectives indicates the intended use goals of dataset, analysis pattern and correlation between symptoms and disease. Develop predict models for disease diagnosis. Enhance patients' care through personalized treatment approaches. Then next target audience. The target audience for the dataset includes data scientists specializing in healthcare analytics who can utilize and the data for analysis and model development. Healthcare professionals seeking insights into disease diagnosis and treatment strategies. Researchers focusing on medical data analysis and predictive modeling to advance medical research and patient care. Then, after import libraries and such also etc. and upload the file, the dataset file. First one dataset is this. Two datasets are uploaded. First one is name, symptoms, treatment, panic, scope, cognitive behavior therapy, relation techniques. These are uploaded, and next datasets are uploaded for this. This is itching, skin rash, nodal skin, continuous shivering, chills, joint pain, stomach, acidity, ulcer, vomiting, burning, spotting, fatigue, weight, anxiety, cold, hand, mood, weight. This is the values and paths irregular, coach, sunken, eye, breathless, sweating, dehydrated, indigestion, headaches, yellow, wish, dark, in, vicious, loss of pain, behavior. These are the data sets, and then this uploaded this data set import libraries NumPy, Pandas, OS, Matplotlib, Seaborn. Then df1 first data set variable we can input df1 uh, reading the data itchy after output this itching skin rash nodal skin eruption continuous sneezing shivering chills and then the values are the pyros and 3 4 columns here. Then next df1 dot info. Here dataset info we can find columns 1 3 4 entire arrays pitching to unnamed 133 data type float 641 int 64132 object s1. Then observation is 4920 entire 024919. Then columns 134 entire unnamed 133 type float int object. Then after df2 second data set reading, here we can see These are the observation. This data set class pandas.core frame.data frame range index 4920 and there is and there 0249119 columns are 134 and there is itching to unnamed 133 data type float 64 float are there in 64 1 into 64 132 are there object is 1. These are the data set. First data set observation. Observation is 4920 entire 024990. Columns 134 entires unnamed 133. Unnamed columns are 133. Entire columns are 134. Type of float in object. Three types data set types. Then next file we can see df2 variable we can print dot read csv symptoms and treatment disease dot csv. This name panic disorders, vocal cord, Turner syndrome, syndrome, Shidism, incline, flexos, position and symptoms, palpitation, sweating, trembling, shortness, hoarseness, vocal changes, vocal fatigue. This is all the symptoms and treatments. Disease. Here, then this dataset info, we can see what we are range index 400 and there is 0 to 399. Data columns total 4 columns. Columns non-null count data type. Code for non-null null dash data type int 6 for data type. Name object data type. Symptoms object data type. Treatments object data type. These values 400 code 400 name 400 symptoms treatment 399 data type in 64 object 3 objects and 1 integer int are the then this data set find missing value. Second data set missing value find code 0 name 0 symptoms 0 treatments 1. Here observation missing value identified. Find the duplicates of dataset 2. This dataset missing values are find df2 treatment disease symptoms. df2 dot drop duplicates in place true. Then removing the na df2 drop na in place true. Drop na. This is the method provided by pandas data frame specifically for handling missing data. It identifies rows with missing values in and returns a new data frame with those rows removed. In place true. This is optional argument for drop NA method. By default drop NA creates a new data frame without the missing values. However, setting in place is equal to true modifies the original data frame by data C. Directly in this case, any row contains missing values permanently removed. Then df2 data find reset df1 drop true dataset once are resetting. These are the values. Then observation mixing values. This mixing values are all are removed. Less data exploratory data analysis. Pie chart distribution of symptoms of disease. Symptoms count df1 each Symptoms count. Symptoms variable we can find df1 dataset 1 listing value count. We can see plt plot we can representing plot we can representing symptoms count label symptoms count index auto like percentage 1 f percentage plt distributions of symptoms. We can see distribution of symptoms 13.8 percentage and 86.2 percentage. We can see observation is in the pie chart symptoms. Itching symptoms is 13.8 percentage out of 100. We can check this itching symptoms 13.8 percentage of 100 and symptoms count df1 skin rash value count. Then we can represent a bar chart. Plot bar chart symptoms count index symptoms count values X label percentage Y label skin rash title distribution of symptoms and rotation 19. Here we can see skin rashes is Y axis X axis percentage. You can see the percentage 4000 is the higher range and 1000 is the lower range. Observation in this chart we can see relation of skin rashes and percentage distribution. Percentage distribution and skin rashes value we can see distributions of symptoms. Then histogram we can find. Next we can find histogram. Plot df1 shivering, x label percentage, y label shivering. We can plot show percentage and shivering. We can find this graph, this level, and another is lower. Observation the relaxation of percentage distribution of symptoms and symptoms. Box chart we can see imported plot lib by plot has PLT imported pandas as PD. Example data with actually data is symptoms. Data is itching, skin rashes, shivering, coach, headache. 7331324143 example 70 levels numerical. Create data frame. DF dot is equal to PD data frame data. Create a box plot. Figure size 86 DF 70 false horizontally box plot severity levels X levels box plot synthesis severity title sentence adding observation of annotation for I severity is enumerated DF severity plot test severity 1 F DF symptoms severity vertical liquid center font size 10 color blue. We can see shivering skin rash. Coach, these are the figure. X-axis severity level symptoms. Y-axis we can see shivering, skin rashes, itching coach. Here see all the disease observation is this observation is plot box severity word is equal to false. Create a horizontal block spot where DF severity contains the severity levels of symptoms annotations. PL dot text severity 1 F DF symptoms severity vertical ligaments is equal to center font size 10 color blue. Add a annotation to each box plot point severity. This displays the symptoms name and severity levels next to each box in the plot severity x coordinates severity Next level each box in plot. Severity x coordinates severity levels, y coordinates position along the y-axis, which is the set of symptoms. Then symptom severity text to display formatted to show symptoms name and severity level. Vertical means center aligned test. Vertically centered nasty box plot font size 10. Adjust the font size of annotation test. Color blue. Set the color of annotation. Text to blue displaying the plot. Finally display annotated blocks plot. Then scatter chart we have C. Imported matplotlib, pandas, other etc. symptoms, severity symptoms to all are uploaded here. Value input and create data frame. Create scatter plot. Figure say 10 6 severity df severity df severity 2. Make a 0 color blue alpha 0.7 and scatter plot severity x level severity level of symbols y level severity level of symptoms to uh, symptoms 1 and 2 we are check adding labels each point optional for I for looping this statement for I symptoms in enumerated df symptoms 1 plot dot text df severity 1 I df severity 2 symptoms 1 font size 9 vertically bottom. Then plot show we can see severity level from symptoms 1 axis symptoms to y axis. This is the graph shivering of scattered ions, skin rashes. This is the different stage of disease symptoms. Disease coach is lower level, shivering is more. This medium, this skin rashes and mid. Then observation is replace the dictionary with your actual data. Here we have two symptoms, symptom 1 and symptom 2, each the severity levels, severity and severity 2. Severity 2 data frame converts your data into pandas data frame. And then scatter plot creation is severity 1 and severity 2, and this creates scatter plot where severity 1 plotted on x-axis and severity 2 y-axis marker. Uh, this is tell about that, but this set transparency to 0.7, better visualization of overlapping annotation the optionals 0.7 optionals. And then plot text 71 and 72, font size 9, vertically and bottom, the labels of symptoms, one case next to each data point, identify them, label and title. Plot title, scatter of symptoms, plot severity, set the label axis and level to symptoms, set the label y-axis displaying the plot. Finally, display the scatter plot customization makers mask for triangle colors, transparency, and other plot properties need adjust annotations uh, for clarity. Additional information relevant to your analysis. This example provides a basic framework for creating a scatter plot in Python. Adapt in suit your specific dataset visualization requirement. If you have further question or note and need an or assistance, feel free to ask. This was the symptoms of disease dataset explanation. Disease symptoms and treatment.